What's up, guys? Today is the 24th, Sunday, I think. Man United just drew 1-1 with Sunderland, but not here to talk about that. I'm talking about Angel Di Maria, who's headed that way, uh, somewhere between 60 million and 75 million pounds, which is a very large sum of money. I don't know exactly the number. There's a couple of numbers being thrown out different places that I get my news from, BBC, Sky Sports. But regardless of the amount, huge chunk of money. Um, and it's a big signing for United, but it's also one of those signings, kind of like why didn't they use the money elsewhere kind of thing, especially if you saw them play today, when I mean they could use anything whatsoever in midfield and at center back. Um, even when Evans comes back, the back three are flat out not good enough. Jones, Smalling, Evans, Blackett, and Keane are only kids, but those first three just aren't good enough. If you want to get top four, which they're looking for, those three at the back won't get you there. Doesn't matter how good you are up front, the three at the back are just not going to cut it. There was a lot of talk for a while that Benatia would come. I don't think Benatia is going to leave Roma. Um, Garay, he left Benfica, but he went to Zenit. It's just that money could probably be used elsewhere. And there's also a lot um, of talk about where Di Maria is going to play. I'll get to that in a sec, but I was going to say about the midfield also. Herrera missed the game today. He's supposed to miss next game, and then he should be back after the international break. But regardless of how bad he looked in the first game, he missed today and cleverly started. And I know how United fans feel about Mr. Cleverly. I think he's atrocious. I don't think he's anywhere near Man United caliber, I guess you can call it. Um, and Fletcher, he's lost it as well after all those injuries and things of that nature. But um, there's just nothing there in midfield. Fully healthy, I guess the midfield looks a bit better, but to me, Carrick, Fletcher, almost the same kind of player. Herrera, I don't rate too much personally, but it's only off one poor game. And then Fellaini, most United fans want to see the back of, and who's the other one? Kagawa, who's just probably not going to replace Mata. Mata's a great player. Kagawa should do himself a favor and leave anyway, but the midfield and the back three could use some tinkering with, not necessarily 70 million on Di Maria, who a lot of people don't know where he's going to play. If he's going to change his system, which I wholeheartedly doubt, um, or I mean, because Rooney and Van Persie are going to start as two right up front, and then the goalkeeper 3, 5 at the back, 8. You got 3 spots. Okay, if you're going to play Mata, right? You're going to need to play Mata. Probably right behind. I imagine if you pull Mata deeper, it'll be a bit of an issue. He won't be able to create as much. It would essentially neutralize him a little bit. And then you want to put Di Maria in the team, and then if you want to play like that, I suppose Di Maria and Mata kind of behind, I guess. I guess. I guess. I mean, I don't know personally what to do with that. And then you're only going to have the one midfielder back. And that's, I mean, with the defenses poor as it is, having one midfielder back is just not good enough, especially if Luke Shaw or Young or Valencia or whatever the wingbacks are going forward, and there's just not enough cover, and they're going to get ripped open. There were times today playing Sunderland, um, and then playing last week against Swansea where they just couldn't cope. And I mean, if Ashley Young goes forward, but even when he comes back, he makes those winger kind of tackles where it's like just a foul, or he doesn't stay in front, or he gambles a little bit too early, things like that. And Valencia is better at it because he used to play right back, came up playing right back, and he kind of pushed him forward to a winger, so he's used to coming back. There were a couple times today against Sunderland where he was real calm back there. He was the calm presence. I thought he was their best player today, but there are times when he was the calm presence. He can play on that right wing back role. Ashley Young cannot play that left wing back role, and I guess they're waiting for Shaw, but at the moment, I mean, when Shaw played, it when I was watching, it still looked shaky. I mean, they got Rojo. I guess Rojo can play at the wingback position. Rojo can also probably play as one of the middle three. But, I mean, my personal opinion is that the Di Maria money could have been spent more wisely. Di Maria is a great player. I think Madrid are making a mistake personally. I thought he was their best player last season. He was their best player during the Champions League, regardless of how many goals Ronaldo scored. He was their best player during the final. Got that second goal for them. He didn't score it, obviously, but he made it. And he's always, especially when they play Atletico Madrid and they kind of like to key up on Ronaldo, and Di Maria gets that sort of space, and he's more than capable of causing problems. But I guess that's it. As this video comes to an end, Di Maria to United. Tell me what you think of the signing. I personally think he's a good signing. We just don't know where he'll play or how it'll end up. All I do know is that if Di Maria is the only signing they make to the end of the window, they are not going to finish fourth. Di Maria is not going to carry this team from 7th to 4th on his own. But that's it, guys. So peace. Leave a comment.